everyone. This is Dr. Nirjar from Calcutta. A lot of you have requested about how to do the art deco notebook, so I am going to demonstrate it now. We need a steel ruler of 1 feet and a plastic ruler, an owl for punching holes on the paper, a pencil, a flat brush for applying glue. I am using a plain thread with a carved needle and a craft knife. For making the cover, I am using a mount board of 1 millimeter thick, and for the paper I am using the famous Tomoe River from Japan 52 GSM paper. For the cover page I am using the Kiss painting by Gustav Klimt. It was painted in early 20th century, and detailing was done by adding gold leaf, platinum and silver. Now the problem is these mount boards come in A4 size and the paper size is A4 as well. So if you want the covers to hang outside a bit, you need to trim the paper accordingly, so that some part of the cover is outside, and for this purpose I am using a paper trimmer from Amazon Basics. Now we are going to trim the top part and the side part of the paper. I am taking 4 papers at a time that will form one signature, and I'm going to trim the sides. Simply run the blade from top to bottom like this, and it's as simple as that. Now going to cut the sides also using same measurements. And it's done. In the same way we need to trim all the pages using 4 pages at a time. In the same way I have trimmed all the pages in multipliers of 4 and folded them in half to make a signature, and there are 12 such signatures here. Here is the leftover pages. I am placing the signatures under a weight to squeeze out excess air. Now I am marking the signature for punching holes, taking around 1.5 centimeter from the top, and the other points are around 3 centimeter apart. I took total 7 points from the top to bottom, and these points will be used for punching holes. I have arranged the signature in stacks and placing a weight on top of them. Using the markings of the topmost signature, I am going to mark the other signatures as well, keeping the ruler vertically. Like this. Now time for punching the holes in the signatures in the marked areas. I am using this hole puncher. You can easily get in Amazon. So this is how we need to punch the holes. The holes should not be too large. In the same way you need to punch holes in all the signatures. Now time to stitch the signatures. Double thread a needle and tie a knot at the end of it. I'm using a carved needle and it's the signature in stacks. Take the first signature and pass the needle through the topmost hole. Stitching the first signature is like saddle stitching. Go inwards to the second hole, then repeat the process to the third hole, and in this way you need to stitch through the entire length of the first signature. When you have reached the last hole, pass the needle through the last hole and go to the inside of the signature and then go upwards just like you have done, stitching the first signature so far. This is called saddle stitching. When you have reached the last hole of the top part, go through the last hole and give a knot there. Pass the needle outwards to bring the knot outwards so that there is no knot in the inner portion of the signature. Next, take the second signature and pass the needle through the first hole, then pass it through the second hole and go outwards. Now watch carefully. You need to make a loop around the first knot this way. So I'm making a loop around the knot and then passing the needle inwards to the second hole. Repeating the same process again, passing the needle to the third hole and going outwards, then passing the needle to the side of the knot, going down, again going up, passing the needle to the side, so making a loop around the knot, then returning the needle again to the third hole. And you need to repeat the process throughout the length of the second signature. When you have reached the last hole, pass the needle through the side of the previous knot and then return the needle through the last hole, going inwards, then make a knot there and pass the needle through the last hole to make the knot outside. Now take the third signature, pass the needle through the bottommost hole of the third signature, go inwards, then pass the needle through the upper hole and go outwards. Next, you need to pass the needle through the knot of the previous signature like this. Then again returning the needle through the hole. So when you are running out of thread, tie a knot through the previous hole and return back the needle. To make the knot outwards and then cut the excess thread. Next, double thread the needle again and tie a knot at the end of it and start from where we left off. Push the needle inwards through that hole where you have finished, and then again you have to repeat the same process throughout the third signature. Pass the needle through the knot of the previous signature. Like this. Then return back the needle through the hole and go inwards. In the same way you need to stitch all along the length. When you have reached the last hole, go through the last hole and make a knot there. By passing the needle through the knot of the previous signature. Then take the next signature and go through the topmost hole. And you need to repeat the same thing again, passing through the knot of the previous signature and returning back the needle through the hole. I'm passing the needle through the knot of the last signature, and you need to repeat the process throughout the length. When you have reached the last signature, pass the needle through the previous knot, return back the needle to the last knot, and then tie a knot there. And cut the excess portion. Now your text block is completed. You can see the vertical knots arranged together. Now time to glue the spine of the text block. I am keeping the text block in between two copies of my textbook. Now applying glue to the spine. You need to spread the glue evenly with the help of a flat brush. For the bookmark, I am using this 1 millimeter red ribbon. You can easily find them in your local stationery shop or in Amazon. Cut the desired length. And attach the bookmark to the top part of the text block. Next I am going to cut this mount board into half. This is A4 size, so I need to make it A5. I am using a craft knife and a steel ruler to hold the knife in proper place. And it's done. Next I need to attach the cover page. I am folding it into half. I will use the paper trimmer to cut it from midway. Just slide the knife from top to bottom, and there it is. Next we need to fix the cover page to the mount board like this. So I am applying glue to the cover page. Spread the glue evenly with the help of a flat brush. Make sure there is no empty spaces. Then carefully fix the cover page on top of the mount board. Remove any air that is trapped inside. And it's done. In the same way, make another copy for the front and back cover. Now I am going to attach the covers directly on top of the text block in this way. So it will look somewhat like this. Then apply glue to the top page. Protect the text block by placing a cardboard underneath the front page and then apply glue over it. Spread the glue evenly with the help of a brush. Next, carefully place the cover page on top of the text block. Squeeze out the excess air. And I have done the same thing on the other side as well. So now our notebook is almost completed. Now we need to attach a tape to hold the spine. I am using this piece of cross filament tape to support the spine. You can find it on Amazon. Carefully place the notebook over the tape so that there is equal portion of the tape left behind in the front and back. Then apply firm pressure to bend the tape on both sides. When you are done, cut off the excess part. Next, place the notebook in between some weight to squeeze out the excess air trapped between. Now our notebook is fully completed. This is the bookmark and this is the spine. You can see the beautiful cover painted by Gustav Klimt. The papers are opening nicely, laying flat. So this is our art deco notebook with Tomoe River 52 GSM paper, featuring the keys painting by Gustav Klimt. You can try it yourself, and if you have found it useful, please like and share this video, and thank you all for watching.